Yo, what up, people? What's going on? Today, what we're going to be doing is talking about the Premier League title race. Yes, Arsenal versus Manchester City, and we're going to be predicting the title run-in. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to look at everything. We're going to look at everything. First, we're going to look at what the fixtures are for the two teams, who's going to have a harder fixture list. We're going to go through that also. In addition to that, we're now going to predict who's going to win the Premier League. Is it going to be Arsenal or is it going to be Manchester City? Leave a comment in the comment section right now letting me know what you think, who's going to win, and let me know at the end of the video on how many points do you think Arsenal are going to win by. If you think Arsenal's going to win. And if you think Man City's going to win, let me know about how many points also. Also, let's get straight into it, ladies and gentlemen. No time to waste. I'm going to look at the running for the remaining games for the two teams. The two teams have a total of 10 and 11 games, respectively. You have a situation where, let me get this off the screen, where you have Pep Guardiola's Manchester City and Arsenal are both in a battle. You currently have Pep Guardiola has 42 goals, goal difference, 61 points, and has played 27 games, where Mikel Arteta's Arsenal have played 28 games, have 69 points, and have 40 goal difference. So at this moment in time, goal difference is by a hair in Man City's favor by 2 goals. And Arsenal currently have an 8-point lead on Manchester City, but it's really just a 5-point lead if they win their next game versus Liverpool. So let's get straight into it. As you guys already know, we got to now do the predictions, right? We got to get into it. First things first. Coming back, we both start off with a home game with Liverpool and Leeds, respectfully. I think the 12 o'clock kickoff, Liverpool versus Leeds, that right there is a game where you could potentially see them drop points. I think it's going to be a draw versus Liverpool. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Do you see Man City getting a draw versus Liverpool? And Arsenal, I think Arsenal get a win versus Leeds at home. We tend to do well against Leeds, and especially at home, they haven't beaten us in a long, long time. So I don't see that ending tomorrow. So I mean next week. So yeah, I think it's going to be, what is it? I'll say a 2-2 draw between Man City and Liverpool, and Arsenal beat Leeds like 3-0 or something like that, right? So that brings back the goal difference. Now that gives us the goal difference. Now moving on to that, they also still, Man City still have that extra game they have to play versus West Ham. So I'm just going to throw that in right here. I think they beat West Ham. They play them at the end, so somewhere at the end. So I think they get a result versus West Ham, right? I think they get a result versus West Ham. I'm gonna say 2-0, 2-0 versus West Ham. So it keeps the goal difference quite close, and then removes that extra game that they have. So now we're both on 29 games played, right? So far they've played the West Ham game, which is a win, and they've drawn versus Liverpool and won versus thing. Now moving on to game week 30. Game week 30, Arsenal play Liverpool, and this is where I think it's going to be a 1-1 draw versus Liverpool. I think Arsenal could drop points to Liverpool. We don't really do well at Anfield, so I wouldn't be surprised if we drop points there. Where Southampton away for Man City is going to be a cakewalk. I think it's a straightforward win, no question about it. Let me know what you guys think. Do you think they drop points to Southampton away? I really don't think they do. So I'm going to give them a 2-0 victory versus Southampton. And at that point, it is current. At this point, it is a situation where the title race is still close. Let me show you guys what it looks like. Let me show you guys what it looks like on the screen. This is the calculator. So at this moment in time, with Arsenal still leading with 73 points, Man City have 68 points and currently played 30 games each. Goal difference is still in Man City's favor of 46 points, right? Now moving on to game week 31. Game week 31, Man City play Leicester, Arsenal play West Ham away. We have had such a good running in London derbies this season. I don't see it stopping here. I think it's going to be a situation where we beat West Ham and we beat them maybe 3-1, where Man City versus Leicester. Leicester are their whipping boys. They're going to beat Leicester 4-0, right? And then this is the goal difference again. So now they've made that bridge. They have 50 points goal difference to 45. Now moving on to game week 32. Game week 32, Arsenal plays Southampton at home. I think we beat Southampton No question about it. 2-0. And Man City versus Brighton away. Brighton away. Is that going to be a banana skin for Man City? Is Brighton away going to be the game? Is Brighton away going to be the game that stops Man City? Is Brighton away going to be the game that stops Man City? No, no. I think they still win. I still think they win. They win, but it's going to be a close 2-1, and we keep it moving there. No question about it. So Man City still at this point they're 5 points off Arsenal with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games remaining. Right. Next game is the big one: Man City versus Arsenal. We have a 5 point lead going into this game. We can actually afford to lose this game. If we were to lose this game, hypothetically, say 1-0, automatically that gap turns into 2 points. But what I would say is this game is going to end in a draw. We're going to get a draw from City. We're not gonna win, but we get a draw. We get a 1-1 draw. Escape with with a 4 point lead. Going sorry, we're gonna escape with a 5 point lead. Headed out at the ad with 5 games remaining. That is massive. That is massive. If we can get a draw at the Etihad, because we might not win, but if you can get the draw, that is massive, right? Now moving on to the next game week 34, right? City will play Fulham. They beat Fulham. They beat Fulham, but it's going to be a close game. Arsenal play Chelsea at home. We beat Chelsea, and it's going to be a routine 2-0. I don't think Chelsea are going to get pick up form anytime soon. They've been quite poor this season. So yeah, at this point it's 83 to 78, as you guys can see right there on the league table standings there. There you go. Now moving on to four. So we're currently 4 games remaining. 4 games remaining, and Arsenal still have a 5 point gap. This is where you start to believe that Arsenal can actually win it. But what happens is we draw versus Newcastle. Newcastle are a thorn in our side. We drop points versus Newcastle. City beat Leeds 3-1, and the gap is now down to 3 points. The gap is now down to 3 points. Everyone thinks the capitulation is going to happen now. We've dropped points to Newcastle. We're going to lose the league. People are saying we're going to lose the league. We can't drop points again. We can't drop points again. We can't drop points again. What happens? We face our old arch enemies, Brighton, at home. This time we beat Brighton, and Everton lose to Man City 2-0, and we find our way in a situation where we're still 3 point gap headed into the final game weeks of the season. Arsenal now play Nottingham Forest away, right? We face Nottingham Forest. We beat Nottingham Forest 2-1, and we solidify the league title is won. Nottingham Forest away. The league title is won. Man City play Chelsea. They still beat Chelsea in a close game, but at that point the league has been wrapped up. The league is won. The final game is nothing but a afterthought. Arsenal beat Wolves 2-1. Man City beat Brentford 2-1, and the league title is complete. The league is won. Arsenal win the league with 93 points, and Manchester City come in second with 90 points. And on that running, in that run, you have to look at it this way. The only games that Arsenal and Man City dropped points were against Liverpool. We dropped points to Newcastle, and that's it. We dropped points to Newcastle, Liverpool, and Man City. Man City only dropped points to Liverpool and Arsenal. That's it. So with that, that is the title race wrapped up, sealed, delivered. Arsenal win the league with 93 points. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Do you think it can happen? By the way, this is the running. This is my prediction for the league title. I think Arsenal are going to win the league title with 93 points on the final day of the season. We on the second last game week of the season, we're going to have the league wrapped up, and Liverpool are going to do us a favor, picking up 1 point off City, the only team that could potentially do it. Everybody else, if they do it, we're lucky. But the reality is, if City drop points at any point throughout the season, we can do it. If they don't drop points and we still continue to go on our run, we can do it. But the reality is, if we drop more than 3 games, we're out. We cannot afford to drop more than 3 games. But yeah, that's it for now. I think Arsenal is going to win the league. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Everything's going our way. We have a healthy team. We have players firing on all cylinders in the attack. We have one of the strongest midfields. We have one of the strongest defenses. And at this moment in time, even people have been even saying luck is going our way. But hey, every champion creates their own luck. That's what I believe. But yeah, that's it for today. Let me know what you guys think. Who's going to win the Premier League? Do you believe Arsenal can win the Premier League? And by how many points do you think we can do it? I'm out of here, people. Peace.